Byron at Modern Muscle here. Today I'm going to show you how to measure push rods for your Gen 3 HEMI engine using the MS Racing Easy Checker. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a top dead center tool. We're going to put it down in our spark plug hole and we're going to verify that we're on top dead center on the compression stroke. So I'm going to grab a bar here to rotate the engine with. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my thumb on the exhaust push rod and I'm going to put my index finger on the intake push rod. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the engine around and I'm going to feel the push rods rise and fall. And what I want is I want both of these push rods all the way down and I want our top dead center tool to come up. So we have top dead center right there. So we're at TDC on the compression stroke. I'm going to go ahead and pull my push rods out, pull my top dead center tool out. We're going to get the MS Racing Easy Checker here. We're going to take our Allen wrench here and we're going to compress this push rod measuring tool. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that in on the intake side. We're going to grab our exhaust push rod measuring tool and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to compress it, tighten it back up. Put that in over on the exhaust side. Grab my cut down intake rocker arm here. I'm going to drop that on. I'm going to tighten it up. Okay. I'm going to grab my exhaust. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. Grab our included Allen wrench here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and release this spring tool here. So as you can see, this tool literally springs up and we want to make sure that we get it seated in the cup of the rocker arm. So what I like to do is I like to grab my rocker arm, I like to push it over, and then I like to pick up and down on it, and you can actually feel that spring mechanism in the tool. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to lock this down. That locks in our measurement there. And then we're going to move over to the intake and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to move over here. You can see how cool that is. It literally just springs right there. Like I said, push the rocker over, pick it up and down a little bit, make sure everything's seated, and then we're going to lock it down. Okay, we've got that tight. We'll go ahead and pop our rocker arms back off. Now, we're going to take our MS tool here. We're going to bring it over to the workbench. All right, guys, so we have our easy checkers here laying on the table. Basically, we just want to make sure that our caliper is zeroed out, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to measure our push rod set here. So our intake push rod is coming up at 6, 7, 11, and then our exhaust push rod is coming up at 8" 5 thousandths. All right, guys, so we have the measurements off of our MS Racing Easy Checker. So in there, we measured 6, 7, 11 for our intake push rod set, and we measured 8" 5 thousandths for our exhaust push rod set. So basically, all you have to do now, you can go to the MMX website, you can search push rod, and it will bring up the product there. You'll have to make a selection whether you want an 083 wall push rod or whether you want a 120 wall push rod. You will enter those measurements. So, you know, in this instance, you would enter 6, 7, 11, and 8" 5 thousandths in the text box that pops up. You have to select which style of lifter that you're using, and then you will go ahead and you will add that to the cart and you will check out. So I personally handle every single push rod order that comes through here at Modern Muscle Extreme. So I will see your measurements, I will see which lifters you're using, and then I will go in and I will add in the proper preload on your lifters, and I will select a push rod from our inventory here, to get you the right amount of preload on your HEMI push rod set. So we have really upped our inventory here this year at Modern Muscle. We're basically stocking everything from 6.550 all the way up to around actually around 7-inch for the intake. And then for the exhaust, we're stocking from 7.825 all the way up to like 8.300 in 25 thousandths increments. So check them out today. If you need a set of HEMI custom push rods, check us out at Modern Muscle.